If you laugh, you risk appearing looking like a clown. If you cry, you risk looking like you're weak. If you reach out for somebody, you risk rejection. If you love, you're going to risk betrayal. If you tell people your dreams, you will risk failure. But ask yourself this: what if you risked nothing at all? You see, that's what life is about. Life is about taking risks. People often think that playing it safe is really playing it safe, but playing it safe is the most dangerous position you could ever put yourself in this life, because when you play it safe, you are really risking an unfulfilled life. And I hate to break it to you, but this is your last movie. You don't get to do this again. If you're stuck at that job that you really hate, is this how you want your last movie to be? Stuck doing something that you don't want to do, that you don't enjoy, because you need to survive? See, the fear of moving on from that job might be crippling. It might be the most terrifying thing that you could ever think of. The consequences of not taking the risk are far worse than not taking the risk, because you risk an unfulfilled career, which you're going to be spending the majority of your life doing. You're going to be spending the majority of your life working. Why stay working at a job that you hate? Why would you spend the majority of your life doing something that you don't like doing? It makes no sense. Because of fear. Because it's a risk. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you might be scared to invest in yourself, because you got to survive. You got to pay the bills, right? You're worried about the financial risks. But if you don't take that risk, the consequence is that you don't fulfill your dreams, and your dreams end up in the graveyard, where the majority of people's dreams end up. There's a saying that the graveyard is the richest place in the world, which is facts. There's so many dead dreams in the graveyard because people were afraid to take that risk. And how many people are in relationships that are so toxic just because they're used to that person, just because they're afraid to take the risk to leave that relationship? You're going to spend the majority of your life with somebody in most cases. Why spend the majority of your life with somebody that makes you unhappy? Why keep dragging it along when you know that you're miserable? We know too many people like this. You might be one of those people because you're comfortable with this person, or because they provide a safety net or a crutch. You're going to take a life of misery because you don't want to take the risk of moving on. You have to risk stepping out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. All dreams die in the comfort zone, but it takes a risk. It takes some discomfort to be able to step out of that zone and approach something new. In that case, what you're really risking is growing into a better version of yourself. And that's facts. You're not growing into a better version of yourself because you want to stay exactly where you are. You want to be comfortable. I don't know about you, but me, I'm an introvert. I don't like being around too many people. And I don't like being in a lot of social situations. But I understand that you have to take risks. You have to come outside of your comfort zone to be great and to do things that you want to do in this life. That's one of the reasons why I pursued barbering. I pursued barbering because I knew it was going to take me out of my comfort zone and force me to connect with people, to communicate with people. And it's been one of the most useful things I've ever done in my entire life. If I did not step out of my comfort zone, I do not know where I would be today, because a lot of who I am today is based on the relationships I built with some of the clients that I had. So if you like me, you're introverted, you might be closing yourself off to a bunch of different experiences and opportunities if you don't take the risk. Who cares what people think? No matter what you do, people are going to always have something to say. The best people in the world, the people with the cleanest records, they have critics. No matter what you do, somebody's going to have something to say, because the world is filled with polarity. There's opposites to everything. You don't take it personally. There's no need to take it personally. There's opposites to everything. No matter what you do, there's going to be an opposing side. So you might as well be yourself. Imagine fronting for your whole life, trying to fit this mold, when even when you do that, people are still going to hate. People are still going to criticize. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you might as well do it. You might as well just be yourself. And a lot of us, we live a life based on other people's opinions, on other people's expectations. A lot of us live according to our parents' wishes. So you risk living your life on somebody else's terms, on someone else's version of success, instead of going down your own path. That's not a good look. You really want to spend the rest of your life living like that, living for somebody else's purpose? You could follow your parents' guidance, but at the end of the day, you have to live your own life. You got to do what makes you happy. You got to do what makes you feel fulfilled. Your comfort zone is a mental graveyard. Your comfort zone is a mental graveyard. Risks must be taken because the greatest risk in life is to risk nothing. If you risk nothing, you will have nothing, you will do nothing, and you will be nothing. You might just avoid suffering, pain, and embarrassment, but you won't learn to love, change, feel, or grow. The only time you're ever going to be free in this life is when you risk it all. With that being said, I hope this brought you some value. Don't forget to take risks. I'll catch you the next one. Peace.